Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? How are you? How are you all doing? Let me pull up the chat real quick. But yo, what's up? Well, no. All right, hold up a sec. Let me pull this chat, and then we can get cracking. All right, cool. Also, I have a whatever it's called. Hey, Freaky Sonny, what's up? How's it going? Dude, I have a sample that I wanted to play with. Actually, I was gonna try some lo-fi house stuff. I heard this sample in the car earlier, and I thought it was pretty fire. I might download it real quick. Let me see what's going on Twitch, though. But hey, yo, what's up, Freaky Sonny? How are you doing? How are you? But yeah, so I have this track that I was working on. I'm probably gonna pull up some more like underground stuff today, though. Finding you, I'm good. Just out here, you know, working on some tracks. Okay, let me see what's going on here. I need to throw together a thumbnail for this stream, don't I? But I can't really do that now. But that's fine. I don't really need one. But I am gonna change the name because I'm gonna pull up something new here. And like I said, I have that sample, that like lo-fi sample I want to play with. So let's see what's going on. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, I'm finding you. Yeah, I'm good, Freaky Sandy. Sorry. But I'm just making some stuff. We're not speaking maybe tutorial on how to warp an acapella. Yeah, that would actually be a good one. Selected bass. Hey, I'll game work. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. Okay, but anyway, while this is going, I am going to pull up this dope sample that I heard earlier. What was it again? Well, also, hey, Monzo, thank you. I'm glad that you liked the Yeezy tutorial. All right, this sample is called Howard Hewitt's "Show Me." All right, so I am going to find like the best quality one on YouTube. Probably this one. Cool tutorial. Oh, thank you. You heard Shalu? Yeah, I love Shalu. Shalu. I don't know exactly how you say it. All right, let's just type this in here real quick. Show me. I'm trying to find one of these like automatic YouTube Spotify ones. Well, I guess it's just gone. All right, this is fine. We'll just use this one. But yo, listen to this sample. Oh, what game? Nice. I'll guys sometime maybe. Yeah, he's definitely on my list of ones to do. Okay, so tell me this wouldn't be a fire sample for Lo-Fi House. Like cowbell. Yeah, I know. But there's also like parts in there that have lyrics, so that's what's pretty cool about that. Like there are some parts that I could take that would have like a little vocal sample in them. I do not speak Russian. I'll Alright, well this is going. Let me post on my Instagram story that I'm live right now. That'll probably be important. Also, let's just try this. Sometimes this one gets a little stuck, and you have to just like keep trying. Selected bass MIDI. Yeah, I could do that. I know the okay, this is not working. Oh, okay, there we go. Cool. Well, the whatever it's called, FLV2, every producer essential. Hey man, you gotta have that FLV2. You know what I'm saying? It's a way of life. All right, he's almost done. Then we'll be good. Then we'll be making some dope lo-fi bangers. Could you explain more in depth / make a video on how to warp sample like you do in your videos in order to change the tempo and work with it more easily? You're the second person. Okay, here we go. There we go. You're actually the second person who's requested that this stream. So sounds like I probably should make that one. Use one of the weekend songs from. Oh, you're right. That could be cool for Lo-Fi House. That's actually a good idea, Nick. Wow. Alright, we're almost done. 7.2 out of 7.8 megabytes. We did it. Cool. So I'm gonna pull up this sample. Let's put it in this folder real quick. So it's not in my downloads anymore. Yay, video incoming. Yeah, for sure, Freddy Sarah. I'll probably make that one like by the end of this video. Or the end of this video. The end of this week. Thanks, Brady Shores. Thank you. Well, that is why I have people like you to give me whatever it's called. Alright, here we go. Let's unwarp this. Matter of fact, I can kind of show you guys how to warp stuff this way. Keep it up. I will, Freddy. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's how we're gonna warp this. So we're gonna go here to like the beginning where that kick is. I had to find exactly what it was. Alright, now what we're gonna do is once we have that synced up, you can see there are like these transients here, like this, 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 and they're not really lining up with the grid. So what I'm gonna do to make that work is I'm just gonna start moving this up and down until they start to line up. Like you can see now, all these little marks here, as I move the tempo up, are starting to line up. There we go. Problem solved. Now, it may not actually be a solved problem because you have to check. You have to see like at the end of the track as well. Yeah, see, it doesn't line up, so it's actually not exactly the same. I actually think I'm making too broad of strokes. What is 154 divided by 2? I'm really, really bad at math. Pretty sure it's 77. Yeah, it is. Ableton, quad chord, Ableton 10. Yeah, that is, that's what I'm on. Got quad chord. Alright, well, you know what? We're gonna have to finesse the game a little bit with this one. Some of these older songs, sometimes, that weren't just, like, recorded or made with a computer, can, be a little bit difficult with this process. Hi, hey, Samo, what's up? Bradley, hey, dude, how's it going, man? Alright, that's pretty hot. Hey, yo, Vincent! Good to see you. I don't understand how I can bring the acapella on the same track. Okay, I could show you something like that. If you have a project file, you could also donate $2 or more to the Streamlabs link at the top of the description, and I can actually pull it up and show you if you want that. But yeah. Why you changed the tempo to 154? I was trying to sync this up. Every day I eat. Oh, that's kind of cool because he just says every day. Every day. That's kind of cool. I imagination anticipates. So like right now, you know, this isn't at all lo-fi house, of course. I'm just sort of going through and trying to like find the parts of the sample that I want to do this stuff with, but we'll make it work. You normally look for samples with no drums. Honestly, I don't really care. Like, this is gonna get filtered to such and like distorted and all that to such an extreme degree that honestly, like, these drums in the background aren't even gonna matter. Romantic trips around the world, baby, just think you and me floating on the. Hold up a second, that just think you and me part was pretty fire. I was playing around with pitching it up and down, but I'll do that later. Floating on the baby, just think you and me. Baby, just think you and me. Baby, just think you and me. Do you fix FL projects too? Yeah, I do, Tim. You just have to send the like zipped loop package or whatever, but I'll totally do that as well. How you want to end my project when you don't have the same sound effects? Well, you can if you go here in your Ableton and hit this collect all and save, it'll put all the samples just like in a folder, so it wouldn't be a problem. You normally go with the adjusting pitch method, or do you warp the samples? Well, usually I just warp the samples. The reason I was pitching this one was just because I was trying to like do something sort of different with it. Baby, just think you and me. Alright, that's pretty fire. We'll just kind of like hold on to that. You and me. Dude, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's move this little transient over. So this is kind of where the like surgeon stuff comes in. But I'm not even really necessarily done finding the sample. I'm just trying to get this particular one kind of like nicely tuned up. The thing is, really, like with this kind of stuff, I try to just find a lot of different parts from these tracks because that just tends to be the most fruitful method. Yo, MZ, what's up? You and me, baby, just think. You and me, baby, just think. That's cool because it's like me, won't, and like it just cuts off. Baby. It reminds me of like the way like Kanye samples things. Okay, let's keep digging. Floating on the Caribbean Sea, so exotic, I can just feel. Can I send a project then? Yeah, of course. Listen through. Been listening to donks all day. Dude, honestly, I've done it. Yeah, but it's only like $2. But dude, I've been listening to donks all day too. The donks are starting to take over my life. Side chance / donk combos is too strong. It truly is. Donks and psytrance, it's like, excuse me, match made in heaven, you know? I'm like a matchmaker, but like music version. Alright, I think we pretty much have our samples. Oh, see, but I want to say there was like a cool part like this. Lo-fi psytrance. That is perfect. Pre-Fred. Oh yeah, when did you start with music? Are you constantly training or self-taught? So, I started playing music about 8 years ago. 8 years ago? 9 years ago, I guess? When I was like 12. And then I started making electronic music like 5 years ago. And, yeah, in 2013. Beats to not study and chill to. Beats to make you beat up your grandpa. Woo. Okay, this is crazy. There is some. Would you work on it? Yeah, of course, Ludus. Send it through. 50 synthwaves. The intro to Teacher Moses. Oh yeah, of course. Well, Kate Trinata did the really popular remix of that track. Yeah, that song is like one of the best. I've listened to that so many times. That's crazy that you bring that up. That song is perfect. Alright, cool. We're gonna take that part. So we pretty much have our samples here. So let me just like drag that over. Alright, we're good. Dude, music was like, songs were like so long back then. That's so weird. Ooh, what is going on? Yo, Tim, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Okay. No, dude, that was a pretty funny one, MC. But yo, Tim, yeah, so just send the track to the email that's in the description. I'll put it in the chat real quick. Just send it through to there, cause I will whatever it's called, yeah. And before you do though, make sure you send, if it's an FL Studio project file, send the zipped loop package. So I'll show you real quick. I'll pull up if it'll let me open FL Studio. It might do something weird. But okay, cool. So when you hello? Hey, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it froze for a sec there. But now we're good. Dude, did I make a Lo-Fi House FL Studio? What? I totally forgot about that. Wow. Face game is frozen. Alright, cool. Well, I'm glad you zipped it up already. Technical with the star. Alright, cool. So let's go up to like 122. Let's put this in half. So I submitted a demo in a box of cats and they emailed back asking to download it and they downloaded my track. But I haven't emailed back. Oh, dude, well, they'll probably, what's it called? Maybe they want to, like, play it for some people or something. That's pretty tight, though. Ooh. cool. Thank you, Freaky Son. What did you send it to? I gotta do a few things, Julian. Okay, no worries. I'm working with the sample anyway, so that gives me time because I was very excited to work with this one. All right. Ooh, girl. You can like hear that sample. Let's try putting Smacko's tape station on this, even though it's already like pretty lo-fi sounding. Oh, also before I do that, let me grab some noise. All right, cassette noise 1. There we go. You can hear that little bit of talking in it, but I don't really care about that. Alright, so let's put whatever it's called, Smacko's tape station on this boy. And then I'm gonna try some of my like lo-fi drum samples. Did you change the pitch of the sample? Yeah, I did. I pitched it down -3. So we have like, this is the original pitch. I know it's really fast. But then I pitched it down. So yeah. Let me also set this. Yeah, there we go. Because you can see, when you don't do that set 1-1 here, all these little things that should be perfectly on the beat are off. Even though in the arrangement, it's on time. If that makes any sense, like you can see all these transients line up. In here, it doesn't, because this is like there. But if we set 1-1 here, there we go, boy. There we go. Now we're in Lo-Fi City. I love to use the repitch mode because it gets kind of detuned. Yeah, repitch mode is cool. I just like precision, I guess. I value precision. Where is this? Wow. Alright, well anyway, let's get some of my lo-fi sounds. Boom, boom. Alright, let's use this one. This kick. Sick getting listening to you make sounds while I work. Thank you, Lucas. It's sick knowing that you listen to me make sounds while you're working. Always good watching these streams. Thank you, Ludus. Yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing about the stream for me is, like, I enjoy having this thing because, well, you can see that waveform is distorted. But it's, like, not actually, like, very distorted sounding. That's interesting. But yeah, like, it's kind of like a way to push myself to try more interesting things. Because, like, obviously, I can just be doing the same old, like, basic stuff that I do frequently. Or, like, do usually. But on here, gotta get more interesting. I have more conspiracy theories to share later. Yo, Nick, yes, please, send them through. That was an amazing stream when you did that. Oh, we're, like, just under clipping. Alright, let's turn everything down. You can hear the bass and the sample kind of works with the kick too. Cause there's like that big doom. I don't know if Instagram want to download the Flywheel project. Kai. What's it called? Dude, could you what's it called? Just email me. The submissions email is in the description of this stream. Just email to there, and honestly, like when the stream ends, I'll just send it to you. But yeah. Alright, anyway. Let me yeah, okay, so let me see what's going on. Who doesn't have Instagram in 2018? Good question, MC. Well, some people don't have Instagram. And that is their own prerogative. But yeah, so the bass and the sample kind of works with this kick nicely. Like if you listen to that little bit of bass and then the kick, it's kind of cool. Now let's sidechain this to the kick. Oh, and you know what we gotta also kind of do here? Alright, this one is a bit risky. But we're putting smackos on the master. Is the stream getting re-uploaded? This particular one? Yeah, they always do. They're always on my channel. It's not as extensive as the other three, but it's pretty thought-provoking, kind of adds on. Yeah, dude, that's all good. I am very interested in that stuff, please. Like, literally, you guys, whatever it's called, like, stimulate my mind. Take an email. Bruh. Alright, I want a sec, freaky Stani. Brain tingles. Add reverb on the master in his tropical house. Yep, that's exactly how Kygo came up with Tropical House when he invented it himself. Basically, he got a track from Mallgrab, and he was like, you know what, dude? Not enough reverb on the master. And he just put a lo-fi house track into some reverb, and there you go. Tropical House. That sounds pretty good. Let's get some hi-hats. So, I'm going to do some pretty kind of like straightforward lo-fi house hi-hats. And right now I'm not even really worried about like any kind of some drum rack versus separate MIDI channels for drums. I will actually talk about that in a sec. But yeah, so I'm not really doing any kind of arrangement right now. I'm just trying to get it all like sort of together, you know? Like, it's kind of like, if you think about it, like, if you were painting, you would want to figure out what colors you're going to paint with and then paint the picture, as opposed to figure out the colors as the, as you're painting. I mean, I guess, I don't know. I'm not really much of a painter, but from what I understand, that's kind of how it goes. Let's see what's going on Twitch. Awesome transition. Hey, Gibbs T, what's up? I'm impressed by your level. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That actually means a lot, man. Thank you. But anyway, what's your favorite lo-fi house track? I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe like "Talk to Me, You'll Understand" by, is that Ross from Friends? My brain is not working right now. But yeah, that track is pretty good. I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna put this one in here. Ross and Friends. Yeah, that's what I thought. Julie and Earl exposed as lo-fi house poser. No, that doesn't really work. I'm gonna make a song called Joey from Friends. We're only gonna make Donk side trends. Honestly, I'd be interested to hear what happened. If somebody tried to make like lo-fi Donk house or something like that, I wonder if it would actually become popular. I've been watching tons of your stuff lately. Helped a ton, especially the house beat. Hey, thank you, David. I really appreciate that. Was checking out Charlie XCX's. Oh yeah, of course, dude. I know. She, she's out here. She really kept like that PC music kind of like vibe alive. I feel like, cause like it's sad that PC music kind of died. Hey, Blackluster Dragon Nerd, thank you for subscribing. Shit, sent the project. All right, cool, Tim. Yeah, just got the email. All right, cool. Let me save this real quick, and then I'll pull it up. The only problem I have with trying to produce sidetrains is that it's painful to listen to. And if that's your issue, maybe it might not be the right genre for you. Well, the thing is I get so depressed with how much. Dude, you don't suck. You just haven't done it for like 1,000 million hours every single day, as I have. Hey, 420 Felix, what's up? Already sounds dope, AF. Thank you. Yeah, but I'm gonna pull it up in a sec after we pull up this boy. Alright, let's download this. Dude, you know how people were trying to like whatever it's called? Alright, we gotta reload this. Hold up. But the you know how people were trying to like send in whatever it's called, like gay porn, and then get me to open it on the stream? If someone was really smart, what they should do is they should what's called? They should put a bunch of it in like a folder, zip it up, and then donate like $5 and be like, "Here you go, Julian. I didn't do anything. Here's this project file." And I'll open up the folder. Then I would also get $5. Alright, so I think I have to extract these. That should be pretty easy. Yeah, I can't make emo side tracks because it makes me too depressed. Still quite rough. I haven't done anything to build up. That's all good, dude. We are, that's what I'm here for. FL Studio 2064-bit. There we go. We don't want no 32-bit FL Studio. Alright, cool. So I think this is going to work. Make That's pretty funny. Emo sidetrains. I mean, I believe that lo-fi doghouse could be a thing because the thing is, people like meme music like that. Like lo-fi house when it first started was just was like hitting a black out of screen and nobody else so you can preview stuff and it won't show on screen. Yeah, I just I don't have silence. I'm sorry. Why Fruity Loops? Because we're in the Fruity Loops. Alright. Don't worry, all these error things are fine. They don't actually mean anything. Oh, I don't have Spire either, though. Yeah, I could do that, but there are also other ways to do this. Oh, and I don't have Kickstart. But I do have LFO tool. Alright, let's just kind of hear what's going on. So this is the project file that was just sent in. Oh, but I don't have whatever synth is doing this. It's doing this sound. Alright. Let's just replace this. This is a pad, right? Let's replace it with Serum. And I'll just grab some kind of pad sound out of there. Spires what is main. Oh, really? The drop is. Oh, true. Well, I could try like doing the instrumentation myself as well. Alright, we're just gonna do FL keys for now. This sounds pretty good. I mean, it's obviously just FL keys, but you were saying was pretty empty. That's a pretty good fill. Yo, I actually like this quite a bit. Like the mix, like there are a few basic things going on that could be improved. But I can see this could actually be pretty dope. Your kick is honestly not bad right off the bat. Let's listen. I just put water all over myself. Okay, so this track actually kind of capitalizes on something that I try to talk about a lot. I try to do a lot as well. Is that what he did pretty well here was the beginning was like pretty good on its own because it has these really nice vocals. And the piano chords are good too. And like all that kind of stuff. But this part is already like enough that you're really sinking your teeth into it. So then when this drop comes, it's even crazier because the drop is really good. Like a lot of times people just take the chords and just do something simple. But he actually made a pretty cool little drop here. So let's check out these layers of this, of this lead and bass here. Oh yeah, I use this preset a lot. Okay, so we have like a sub. Alright, I'm going to actually make my own sub here. I'm going to just use massive, and we'll do a new sound. The reason why is just because this one is later a lot more in Spire, but that's the general idea. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry about that Spire thing. I just don't have Spire, but it's okay. I'll play around with it and make my own sounds in here now that I kind of know what's going on. But yeah, so I'm just going to make a really simple sub here. We're just going to do like a low pass on a square. Also, if I may make a little bit of a suggestion here, I would recommend making these MIDI notes like all the same length. With this kind of stuff, I find if they're too short, it tends to sound kind of weird. And like these ones that are just a 16th note long are a little short. But there we go. And I know you also had kickstart going on here on all of these. I'll take care of that because I'm going to use LFO tool. Alright, cool. So let's take this boy and we will get LFO tool real quick. I have LFO tool set. Okay, yeah, good. I will only use stuff that you have. Like, I know obviously you have massive because of this. And all of that. But anyway, so let's keep going here. So, like I said, I'm gonna get LFO tool out of here. Where is it? Here we go. LFO tool. Alright, cool. So, we're gonna just make a quick fake little sidechain. We don't wanna go too hard though. Sometimes, and I'm guilty of this myself quite a bit, people go a little bit too hard with the LFO tool, I feel like. There we go. Now we'll also put this on here. Now one piece of advice that I will give you is like, even though I have only these two bass layers here, honestly that's not too bad. Like, the less layers, the better, kind of, because more layers just can inherently lend itself to, like, just being kind of messy. Alright, cool. So, let's take this. I'm going to do that same thing I was talking about, where, like, some of these shorter notes, some of them do actually sound cool, but I'm going to just try making these all a little bit longer, so they all sort of fit together. And I'll use something to replace those spire layers of the lead as well. Yeah, that's good. Now we also have this one. So we'll make this one a little bit longer as well. This is a very catchy drop though. Like I think you definitely snapped in that regard. Okay, so let's see what the layers are here that this has. So we have first off this one. Oh no. He crashed. Nice. Well, guess I lost all of that. Alright, that's fine. But anyway, yeah, so let's go back in and try to fix this. I guess it's gonna open back up on that project file. That's good. Alright, cool. So let's open this again. Let's see what I can possibly do to make this work. What's up, Jules, how you doing? Hey, Blues! What's up, man? I'm doing well. Yeah, this got cucked, but it's okay. Sometimes a cuck is alright in the long term. I mean, many cucks on the road to suck. Just kidding, that was really cringy. Okay. So where are we now? Am I just restarting? Alright, yeah. So everything I just did is gone. That's useful. But yeah, okay, so these drop leads, and I'm sure your other layers probably had it more, but these leads in the drop could definitely use a bit of reverb. So let me make these little things a little bit longer here. Like I was doing before we had a crash. Alright, there we go. See, and then we'll just copy that onto all of these other ones. Okay, let's take this. So something we're going to do on this really quick is if you look at the stereo image, I was going to do the reverse reverb thing. Oh yeah, I'll add that in there. But so if you look at this thing, you can see it's not stereo, or it's not mono. It's just kind of like hitting mostly on the left ear, and it's a little bit weird actually. So this is a good idea to put this percussion in, but you did it a little bit not exactly the way that I would say to do it. So what I would recommend to do is just do one note on here, because this is really just in here for like, oh god, for like some extra kind of like clickiness, like how I usually do in my videos. But when you have this, again, you don't want to make it like a whole lot of layers of chord stacks and all that, because it's just gonna get kind of messy. And honestly, what I would actually do is, since this is just a click and it's not really gonna have much of a pitch anyway, I would just put this on one note, so it at least stays the same the whole time. See, like, there we go. And then what we can do is we can make it mono. So where is the thing here? Here we go. The stereo separation, 100% merged. There we go. Now if we go back in here. There we go. It's quite a bit clickier. Alright, so I'm going to save this real quick. I'll save. There we go. Now let's go to this bass pattern here. Cool. So we're going to go in here, and I'm going to do what I did before. where I made these a little bit longer. Yeah, there we go. There's a chance this could work an octave down as well. Some EQs are crashing. Yeah, we'll get into that. It's just, I like to get this kind of stuff handled kind of right off the bat. So it's just kind of, over and done with. Okay, so let's go back here and add an LFO tool again. And then same thing on this one. There we go. Now let's go back to that lead, and we'll do the same thing there with all of those. Let's save this real quick before I open these though, because last time this is what crashed it. Oh, yep, see, there we go. Good thing I saved. You know what I'd recommend doing? I would find like a cool like saxophone or something like loop that goes over this, like maybe like a like something like that, you know? Okay. Okay. This computer does not like FL Studio for some reason. But it's okay. Because we are cracking. Alright. Okay. Almost good. It hates it. Yeah, my computer doesn't like this project file. It doesn't like FL Studio, and it also doesn't like this project file. But that's okay. We're going to make it work. In the meantime, dude, did any of you guys see that dog on my Instagram story last night? That dog was too cute. Alright, there we go. Great, so let's go in the mixer here, pull this up, and I guess I can just replace this. I don't think I'm going to be able to use Nexus here, but that's fine, because I would honestly kind of rather just use Massive. So wow, where did Massive go? That's useful. More plugins. Alright, let me go here. Why is this happening? There we go, Massive. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I'm going to replace this boy with Massive here. Or not, if FL Studio is just going to keep crashing. Let's try again. Oh, this is such a nightmare. Okay. Hold up one sec. I don't know why this is doing this, though. But, like I said, we'll keep trying. But yeah, so I'm going to put the side chaining on the leads. I'm going to put some reverb on them. And we'll hear kind of how that sounds. I don't know why this is being so difficult for me. I guess some days it's just like that. Alright, if this crashes one more time, I might try and work on something for a little bit and then come back to it, if that would be cool. Tim. And I can give you like a sample pack or something for all the trouble of issues that have been going on here. But we'll see. So anyway, let's go into the mixer for those leads. Replace. We're just going to replace it with Massive, if that'll work. No! It's crashing. Alright, well, if that's cool, awesome. I'm just going to pull up that lo-fi track I was working on before. I'm going to iron on those so I can't be up too late. Alright, I'll try it again in like 20 minutes or so, or 30. If I forget, let me know, and like I said, I'll send you like a sample pack or something. Alright, Alright, so here was that lo-fi track we were working on before. Nice one. Ha. You guys are in the same spot. Alright. Dude, I actually want that melody. Is it technically wrong to put Smackos on the master? Yeah, it is. Hey, yo, Ludas! Thank you, just need some lo-fi house inspiration. Dude, thank you, Ludas. Well, yeah, let me know with anything. Let me know, like, just hit the chat. Is it technically wrong to put Smackos on the master? I mean, it is, but it sounds good. So that's pretty much the end of the conversation in my mind. Just send you the email. It's literally just a sample. Alright, cool. Well, thank you for that one. I will pull this up really quick. Let me see kind of what's going on. Did you send it to this email? Just doing my head in. Awesome. Well, here, Ludus, let me check my my spam, because if you just sent the attachment, then it's probably, oh wow, it's not in there. Okay. Well, could you try sending it again? Once again, this is the email, Ludus. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes it's just weird like that. But cool. So, let me see. Alright, so let me go back in here. The one thing with lo-fi house is that I'm very bad at writing bass lines. Like, go acid for lo-fi house bass lines. Yeah, that might be a good vibe, actually. Because we could make that pretty cool. Alright, let's turn this pitch wobble down. There we go. Again, like 5 minutes just going. Alright, cool. I will, Ludus. Good luck with your smoke. Maybe I'll fix the project from freezing. I also have FL20. I can open it in FL20. Yeah, try that, because it could be that. I'm not sure entirely. Like, the thing is, I'm good at troubleshooting Ableton, because I've done a lot of troubleshooting with Ableton. I've not done a lot of troubleshooting with FL Studio. I just know how to use it. Let's turn this. You feel me? Alright, we might need some more resonance. But let's see. of JBridge. Well, could you try sending it to me? Well, actually, I could try to open it, but we could, I just need to, like, yeah, I don't know. Hold on, let me see something really quick. After hey, D. Daniels. We're getting closer by the moment. By the second moment, I don't know. I'll try saving up filtering. Yeah, try that. It could work. Alright, no. Who cares about that? Let's get a clap. That's kind of cool. You know any good lo-fi sound packs on Splice or free? I don't know if there really are any on Splice. Mine are pretty solid. Alright, so in order to make this truly lo-fi, we're going to have to put an EQ8 on here. So, I'm going to go in here, get an EQ8, and we're going to do this. Oh, that's... Yeah, okay. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a different sample, or a different section from the sample. Baby, just you and me. Okay, where are we at? There we are. Cool, now let's change the color of these. And so this is kind of where like the clap will come in, the hi-hats will start being kind of more normal. And you know, we'll just do our thing with it. Or maybe not. Hey, Luda. Okay, cool, I'll pull it up in a sec. I guess not. Alright, cool, yeah. So I'll pull that up in a sec, Ludus. Let me just get a clap in here, and then I'll go and check it out. Well, I'm excited to see this sample. Maybe we'll come up with something pretty dope. Alright, let's use this clap. I've never used this one before, and it actually is a pretty fire clap. Sent it. Alright, thanks, Tim. Swim Pack is great for hip-hop, at least. It's cool that, what's his name? Swum made a sample pack. That's interesting. Alright, let's make a loop here. There we go. Alright. Alright, let's get rid of that, because that's not what we're using here. I don't think it's on Splice, though, because I haven't seen it on there. They should do a pack with him, though. Alright, that works. Let's pull up this sample here. Sample 120 BPM just started. I would love some inspiration where to go. Yeah, let's check it out. Oh, nice. This is also a cool 3D rendering. Just found it on Splice. Oh, for real? Dude, well then I will, whatever it's called. I will get that. Alright, sample 120 BPM. I just started. We'll love some inspiration. We're going to take this one. Yeah, man, let's do it. Alright, new project file. Alright, I'm just going to put all these in here. There we go. We have all these pictures in my downloads from videos that I made. Alright, let's just put that on that drive real quick. Can you please check? Oh, yeah, I'll check it out in a sec, Sonny. I'm sorry. Just a lot going on right now. Alright, let's pull up these samples. I'm actually pretty excited to see what's in here. Huh. Nice. This is a very good kick, too. So you just kind of have, like, these two things, and you're trying to figure out, like, what to do with them, essentially. Or, like, where to take it. I can definitely help with that. Oh, the one on Splice is about the sample packs. Oh, true. This is a cool sample. Well, I guess, I mean, awesome. Well, yeah, like, right off the bat, you know, I'm gonna get some drums here. Like, I like to try and build up the drums pretty early on. I feel like that helps. You ever made an Oshi type beat? Kind of. Not really, though. I should do that. He's pretty tight. But yeah, so we'll just put in like some standard kind of house drums. Hold up, what is that? Listen to Oshi Swagga. That. Yo! Thank you for the donation again, Ludus. Yo, I really appreciate that. Thank you, man. Glad someone recognized the song. Yeah, Oshi's tight. Alright, so let's keep going here. I'm gonna get some 16th notes and swing them. Alright, there we go. When the pluck comes in. Dude, and the thing is, I'm just using the Ableton 909, but that's fine. For house music, like, really, it's very underrated. Because this Ableton 909 sounds good. It really does, like, when you use it properly. It's just like a simple, clean 909, you know? Yo, what's up? Andres, what's up? Dude, I don't know how you aren't. Am I in another account? Oh, yeah, I don't know why you aren't a moderator. That's strange. Well, anyway, next thing I'm going to do here is a bass. So, the bass can kind of go a lot of ways. Here, begin checking my account. Alright, cool. Check it out, Anders. Maybe you got in some kind of trouble with YouTube. This sample screens to be turned into a 410 track. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I'm just going to write like a simple bass line now that follows the chords. Alright, let's give it like some FM. And this isn't going to be the final bass line. I'm going to do something more interesting. I'm just trying to get something started. There we go. And now we can start doing some more processing too. Like I'll take the sample and I'm just gonna put Smecco's tape station on it to start with. Where is it at? Okay, there we go. Well then before that I'm gonna put the EQ. Awesome. Now on the hi-hats, we can start making them sound more lo-fi as well, which is like a very important part of this. Nice. Going from Splice. Yeah. Didn't Oshi just put out like a new splice sample pack or something? That's pretty cool. Nice, this is cool. I think this kick could be made kind of lo-fi though. Let me put some saturation on it. Nah, the saturator. I have volume 1 only. Hey, yo, Kydark, what's up? You know what I would actually maybe do? I might try just making this 8th notes. Which I know is kind of boring. But I feel like that's like what it needs. You're fixing project files, you say? Yeah, I am. And Emzo, are you doing track submissions today? Yeah, of course. Send them through. More techno, please. Using Hybrid 3. Yeah, you can send the FLP. Only thing is that my FS3 was having some problems before, but I think it'll be fine. It's using Hybrid 3. Yeah, I don't have Hybrid 3, but you could always just bounce it down. Just come back from work, ready to watch some lo-fi house unfold. Dude, here we go. Honestly, not that your kick is bad, but these were some stems that someone sent me to work with. I'm actually going to try a 909 kick. Okay, samples, drums. Let's start from scratch here. Kick 909. There we go. Maybe I might do. Let's give it a go. Awesome. Let's do it. There we go. So I'm gonna take this 909 kick here, and we'll just do like this. And then if I end up using this, what I'll do is I'll structure it out the way that this like kick stem is structured out, but just with this. That's not too hard. Alright, so let's add some saturation. Nah, I'm gonna try to sell the kick. I'm gonna be asleep by like 10:30. Okay, no worries. I'll pull it up in a second. Working this guy's track though. He don't anymore. Nah, dude, it's all good. I will what is it called? I will pull it up in a second though. I'm sorry about that, Tim. Never listened to lo-fi house. I'm starting to, like, just because of your tutorials. Well, hey, Lobster Terraman, if you're trying to give me a check for all those royalties. No, I'm just kidding. But that's great. Well, I'm glad. I mean, that's cool. Like, that's one thing I would like to do. Like, it'd be cool to say that I had some kind of an impact on lo-fi house. Well, sounds like I should just start releasing some lo-fi house music. Maybe I can make like EDM lo-fi house. Alright, well cool. So we have a cool start here. I'm gonna save this and we will call this Cool Stems in all caps because I accidentally had caps lock on. But I'm gonna come back and work on this. But I'm going to pull up that other thing again. And we'll see if we can make it work. Oh wait, that's right. Tim, you sent over a better version of it that was not messed up. Nice. New FL20 version. Okay, there we go. Because I had this project file that Tim Hughes in the chat sent me that was like pretty solid, but the problem was for some reason it didn't work. And I think it was because of JBridge. Oh, nice. You guys can't see anything. Okay, there we go. Now you guys might be able to see something. I don't know. It is acting weird for me. But I think I'm good. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah. So we sent in this project file. The old version didn't work because it was made in like FL. I don't know exactly what he said. We're gonna try this FL21, and hopefully, it's not JBridge doing this. I know JBridge is kind of like old technology, I think, but I'd still be using it. Should update. Yeah, I'll continue loading. That is FL12. Yeah, there we go. Send it over when you're done. Yeah, of course, Ludus. I'll send it over at the end of this stream. I'm giving a lesson like right after the stream, so I may not be able to do it right immediately then, but if I can, I will. And if not, then I'll just do it when I get done with the lesson. Alright. Wow, I just realized this entire time I had the top chat on. Not the live chat. You do lessons? Yeah, I do. Over Skype. I do lessons. I also do custom tutorials. So like what is it called? Awesome, Ludus. But yeah, like I also do custom tutorials. So like you tell me like I want a video on this or I want like a deconstruction of this, like you know, all of that. And that's what I do. Alright, let's just go to this drop. Let's see if we can get this one to work now. I don't know why I was having so many problems before. Alright. So let's go in here and make all these bass notes a little bit longer once again. 16th notes are just a little too short. This sounds fire so far? Yeah, it does. Tim really snapped on this one. The drop is actually very cool sounding. I'll show you the whole track in a second once I get these synths all sorted out. The thing is that I just need to like there we go. I should get this thing right. I mean, you must have the same music taste because you cover it. Yeah, we must. Well, I think there are a lot of others out there as well with the same taste. Okay, let's save this. Save. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these, I'm going to go to the mixer real quick. I'm just going to put an LFO tool on each of these so I can get some quick fake side chaining type action. Alright, that's the first one. Here's the second one. I don't really need to listen to it. I kind of know how it's going to be. There we go. Doesn't seem to be crashing. Yeah, it's doing well so far, but the leads were where it was having problems. Alright, let me save this. Okay. So, what I'm going to do here is we're going to replace these nexuses. Well, let me do this. I'll just insert a massive and then copy the stuff onto that. And then we can just, yeah, just kind of do it. Okay, that's great. I wonder why that happened. That's really useful. Okay, there we go. Anyway, where did that massive go? Oh, okay, there we go. So yeah, so we're gonna just Control X, and I'm gonna put this down here on massive. And then we can delete this, but let me save it first in case that crashes it. That may be why they are so short. Also, there's swing on the leads. Yeah, it is. Guess we're into lo-fi, house, IDM, and train scene techno. It's not crazy bunch. There really isn't. But you know. Also, there's swing on the leads. Also, hey, eating cheese. Yo. What's up? How's it going? Maybe why they're so short. Yeah, I mean the reverb is gonna help. Obviously, I'm gonna make them a little longer. We'll make it happen. All right, great. So now we just have to copy from this one. Also, I think this massive that I have down here, I need to get a new one. There are a lot of layers here in this drop, which is kind of cool. Okay, for some reason, whenever I bring in a new massive, it just does this, and I don't really know why. It's like a lot of glitches going on. But I guess that's okay. But I can't really find. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, let's put this on. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so let's do this. Let's go to audio here. And what I'm going to do for this FL perk, I did this before, is basically I'm going to. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Today is a day of L's with streaming. But anyway, let's keep going here. So, I'm going to go into this, and what I'm going to do with this little clicky layer, it's just that, is I'm going to just bring these all to one note. The thing is, with this layer, you really just wanted to add that extra click. So you just want to make it as simple as possible. Alright, and then we're going to delete that for now. Alright, let's save this. And I'm going to put an LFO tool on the mixer track for this little click here. Let's go LFO tool. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to convert it to mono using this thing. Stereo separation. 100% merge. There we go. Alright, cool. So we have our little click sound there. I don't know why that just keeps randomly playing. Mine's Gucci. Anyone else having issues with the stream? Mine, it was like cutting out a second ago. I accidentally hit the power button when I meant to hit delete. That was what happened. Alright, cool. Let's save this. And let's try replacing this one with master. There we go. Okay, so this is the pluck, I suppose. Let's just make this simple. Let me take these and make them a little bit longer. There we go. Now we'll put an LFO tool on that and a little bit of reverb, and that will kind of be like our main lead here. Cool. So, I'm going to email my conspiracy theory part 2. Yes, please do, Nick. I want to hear it. Please check after this project. Oh yeah, I will, freaky Sony. Did you already donate? But anyway, yeah, so let's just make like a simple sine wavy kind of plug here. So I'm gonna get a sine triangle, and we're gonna use the 4 envelope here to shape the volume. Yeah, there we go. And so this is just a pitch envelope. Alright, here we go. Well, here's my vocal. Remove the black thing from the sequencer at the main top. Wait, which thing? Is it these low vocals? I think that's it. He's confused. Yeah, I get a little confused with FL Studio. It just is like, this is the stuff that I don't like about it. It's like this kind of stuff where you get kind of like lost. I mean, I can use it. Not the pattern. Oh, true. Okay. Well, that would probably. Oh, see, there you go. Thank you for that one. Scrolls to the bottom. Hey guys. See, I'm trying to get the FL2 is actually kind of confusing. Yeah, see, it's like this kind of stuff. It's like just unnecessarily confusing. It's like, bro, why do I need to have a mixer? Why can't I just literally have tracks and I just put the effects on there? Okay, so I would recommend here probably adding some FL Studio. I mean, it's just slow with me because I'm very used to Ableton. Alright, but let's add a little hi-hat in here. I'm not sure if there's one in here. That's a nice tom sample. No, there isn't. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, so we can go in here and just sort of grab like hi-hat sample. Let me add configure extra folders. It's just like a lot of stuff with FL Studio. It kind of tires me out. I use FL. I'm just making 3x. See. Produced for 3 years, I discovered Ableton and Logic. Only thing I'm pro on FL is the drum rack. You mean the piano roll or whatever? Yeah, the piano roll is cool, but the Ableton one has never really given me too much of a problem. I mean, like I said, I'm totally cool working in FL Studio for the most part. It's just then, like, everything that I do, I'm just like, wow, I could have done that a lot easier. But again, this is like, in this project file, it's not a problem. And like working on project files, it's fine. Alright, let's try adding one of these open hi-hats. Because I think it'll help give the beat like a little bit more groove, you know? Hi-hat. Alright, there we go. Because when it just has that shaker, it's a little bit empty. Like the drums. But when we add this... And it's way easier, the pattern thing. Well, anyway, not to roast the FL users here. But alright, cool. So let's go back into the lead here, and now I'm going to start layering this some more. So let's just add in a synth sample here. I'm going to get something out of Vengeance Steve House too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just the top of the line, of the like lead thing here. The notes, and we'll use that. Use a reverse cymbal for the snare. Yeah, that would sound good actually. Let's try this one. Nice. Alright, let's go to audio here. And we'll copy this. And I guess, okay, yeah, unsorted. Okay, here we go. So now we can go into the piano roll. Awesome. So now what I can do is just sort of do all this. It's just like unnecessary complication. Like that's the thing that annoys me the most. Is like I hate that I'm not doing, like when I'm not doing things the most efficient way, you know? Like that is why I prefer other DAWs sometimes. But this is actually like some fire MIDI, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. So it actually isn't TBH. I bought it. It's too easy to pirate. Someone should release a mod FL with Ableton's. Yeah, that would be cool. I've always wanted something like that. Trying a good laptop to download it on the Sphere. We're still using. Just joking. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. FL Studio is cool. Anyway, that's one synth layer. Let's make another one now. I'm gonna keep using a few samples. That's a pretty good one. I need something with like a little bit more sort of bite to it. Because we have our really smooth layers, and now we just need like a nice, more powerful one. And that little reverb thing would make this sound cool. Ableton, interesting. I mean, FL Studio Ableton. Logic, probably with Reason. It was probably made on like Reaper. Alright, let's see how that sounds in the track. Audacity. There we go. Monarchus, thank you for following on Twitch. 1 is a big enough sample size. My research is complete. He's able to hold up. Exactly. Hey, yo, what's up, Monarchus? How are you doing? Ooh, dude, we are cooking up now. Now this sounds pretty solid. Not that it sounded bad before, it's just I got the mix more where I like it. So now I'm just all excited about it. Well, that was kind of cool there, that little part where everything cuts out and then it just goes to the kick and like everything. That's cool. On my way. Put it up 1 BPM, 121. Yeah, we try 122. Restretch all channels, yes. Okay, there we go. I unsatisfying. Hey, yo, you came over. What's up, Monarchus? Monarchus. I don't know. Okay, this is stretching. There we go. No, it's still stretching. Okay, sorry. Anyway. As the midnight sky falls down around me, I'll make diamonds from the dust. I don't care what people talk about me. I know one thing that's enough. Where did you say these vocals are from again? These were quite cool, actually. I'm gonna put some reverb on them, though. I know there's already reverb, but I want something more like... As the midnight sky falls down around me, I'll make diamonds from the dust. Tom talk on my way, yeah. Hey, Carol! What's up, Carl? Carol, hello. As the midnight sky falls down around me, I'll make The reason why this works well, though, is because if you look at these chords here, if I go to one of the ones with chords. Okay, there we go. You can see, like, this has a solid chord progression that, like, without anything else would work on its own. Like, if we just listen, it's like... You know? Greetings from Paul and Lovely Music. Thank you. I appreciate that. Greetings from here. Alright, I'm going to add one more layer in here, I think. And I'm going to make it with massive. We're going to get one more lead in here. We have all of the mid and low end, but we need one more thing. And I guess I'll just use this massive to do it. Piano roll, there we go. We need like a kind of more like clicky, high-end focused, just kind of, you know, like a nice one. I think it needs one more layer down an octave. Yeah, I agree. I forgot what's missing. It's missing this, which is not what it sounds like right now, obviously. But check this out. If we kind of shape this a bit. Beefy. Yeah, exactly. Yo, what was that noise from? Hey, Marcus, thank you for subscribing, dude. I appreciate that. Alright, cool. So yeah, we're just gonna make like a nice kind of pluck. Yeah, there we go. Such sausage founder to the master. That's just what it needs. Alright, let's give this a pitch envelope. I'm gonna use a 3 envelope for that one. And you see the technique, I'm just putting it up all the way, because I'm going to control the level with this. So you can kind of see what this is starting to do for the sound. So let's put a little bit of reverb on it. There we go. Nice. It's kind of sticking out a little bit. Let me work with this some more. Haven't seen a stream like that yet. Thank you. Alright, now let's do some little reverb sweeps in here. This might be... Let me try doing it with just this one, actually. So I'm going to get a fruity reverb, 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to put the wet all the way up, dry all the way down, the K time up a bunch, and then we're just going to create an automation for this. Also, can I name this? I can. That's useful, because now I can just remember since there's 2 reverbs there. Alright, so then we're going to automate this. So we'll go... Okay, cool. We'll cut it like around here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. And then what I'm going to do is... this. Okay, so we're going to make the little sweep here. Oh, whoops. We're going to make the little sweep here. Like right about there. And then what we're gonna do, we'll put another point. And cool. Awesome. So let's actually put that back a little bit. Man, FL Studio is quite the software. That's all I really have to say. Okay. Cool, there we go. So now I just have to copy this whole thing over. And there we go. Okay, cool. So now there we go. The way you can curve automations with FL is nice. Yeah, but you can do that in Ableton too. If you just make an automation, like let's just put something on this MIDI track. Nice. Okay, well, yeah, like if I wanted to automate something, like say I want to automate the track volume, all you have to do is hold down Alt, and there you go. You can curve that as well. So yeah. On my way. They thought of everything. Oh god. So you have to like extend it because otherwise the reverb just rings out. Let's make the reverb sweeps happen like half as frequently. I think that'll be a little bit more tasteful. I'm on my way. Sweeps sound kind of aggressive. I agree with you. It's because they were happening way too frequently. But wow, well, this sounds pretty cool. I'm not really sure what else to do with this one. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to see? I'm on my way. Massively, you made it a little loud. Yeah, it is kind of. Build-up is dead. I sent through my theory part 2. Thank you, Nick. I'll pull that up. Yeah, I know the build-up is a little dead. Going, but I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. Would you mind if I worked on this MIDI file? Add a melody that follows the vocals, maybe? Yeah, that would be cool. Would you mind if I played around with these MIDI files in Ableton? Because I'm, like, genuinely getting stuck here. Well, not, like, stuck. Like, I am pretty proficient with FL Studio. I don't know. It's triggering me. Alright, but I'm going to replace this with a pad. Like, I'll still send this back to you, of course. But then we can, I can get it popping in FL Studio, or in Ableton. Like I said. On my way. Dude, that melody actually is like very good. Like it's very well written. I don't know if that's like from the original or if you wrote that or whatever, but that is cool. I would hold on to that. Yo, for this pad, let's try Contact. I made it. All right, cool. Well, yeah, then that is a very cool MIDI file. Like it's very just well written around the vocals and the chords and all that. All right, I might have crashed this, but I don't think I did. Yeah, it just does that when it's loading. All right, cool. So let's try to load Exhale. It's probably gonna like my computer is just gonna cancel on me. But we'll see. All right. In the meantime, let me see if I have any submissions. I know I have the one from Nick. Theories Part 2. I'm excited to read this. It's like trying to fix a car with one hand. This is how I feel, yes. Ooh, okay, we got another one from somebody whose name I do not know how to pronounce very well. But Hakon, sorry, I know I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But let's pull this boy up. Drop top.
Raindrop.
Oh, I'll play the instrumental, sorry. It's just because that one, Man Trash Day. Oh, yeah, I know. I should have remembered. Same case. I did. That's me. Well, Amzu, let's check this out. I'd play the original one, but it's like very likely to get copyright problems. But alright, cool. Let's open up an Ableton. This intro is actually cool. If you put like this into Lo-Fi House, it would be tight. Before the hi-hats came in. Like all this kind of stuff, however you did that is really cool. Whoa, that little was a cool. That was a cool little thing. Nice. Well, I like those like. This beat's actually pretty cool. Awesome. Well, cool track, dude. I don't have much to say about that one. I thought it was cool. Okay, let's see if this FL. Okay, cool. So it loaded this. So we'll try something for this pad. Alright, no, that's not working. That's fine. Let's just replace it with FL keys for now. Save it. Alright, there we go. Now let's save. Okay, so file, export, MIDI file. We'll call this chords. And then, no, actually, chords 5. Alright, there we go. And then we will call this one. Where is it at? This one. Drop 5. Export. Drop 5. Okay, there we go. See you later. I have to go. Alright, cool. Peace out, Amzu. Thanks for sending that track through. It sounded dope. Have a good time. And Nick, I'm gonna pull up your theory in a second, I promise. I actually am very intrigued to read it. But I wanna get this started. Alright, let's pull this up in here. Because I feel like I can make this really fire in here. Alright, drop 5. That's the one. I'm going to start with the drop. Always start with the drop. Don't actually always start with the drop. But I do. Frequently. Okay, cool. So let me get... Actually... what synth sound should I use? Let's just use... Well, let's do it similar to how I did it in there. Let me get like a massive... And we'll just get a nice simple pluck going. There we go. And then, hey, 1, 2, 3, penis hole. Great name. Yeah, there we go. So that's our first layer. The next layer is going to just be that same click, actually, that you sent me. Although I may have to use a new one. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this thing in here. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to make fun of you. 1, 2, 3, penis hole. I mean, I guess that's what happens when your YouTube username is 1, 2, 3, penis hole. Okay, cool. So let's drag this little percussion in, because I actually want this. Prince on FL. Yeah, I will. There's like our little percussion sample. And see, I'm going to put this in mono. Yeah, I guess I asked for it. Well, no, it's okay. But yo, what's up? How are you doing? But yeah, so with this one, this is why I like using Ableton also, like one of the things. Because with this utility, when you convert it to mono, you're not just putting the left and right ear in the center. You're only using one. And the reason why you would want to do that with like a percussion sound like this is because a lot of times when these are stereo, especially something like this, it's like what'll happen is you'll sort of put them both in the middle and then you'll get like a kind of sound. So it's better to just take one ear. I'm going to shoot off, guys. We're going to try. All right, well, good luck, Kaidark. Don't die in the storm. I truly wish you the best of luck. It's a good tip. Thank you. Dope. So let's duplicate this. And now I'm going to get like some lead layers. So let's just take just this high stuff. Alright, cool. So yeah, so we're going to get one of these one-shots. And the thing is, like, I really like to combine one-shots and synths. I think it's a very good and effective way of writing these kind of parts. And you can see if you like get the layers right, you don't have to do too much EQing. Yeah, there we go. See, I'm just sort of building this up and like trying to get like, the right layers without using too much. Cool, let's get some high-end stuff. Just came back. Could you show me the layer split? Yeah, I will in a sec. I'm not actually done with them. Now I'm gonna get something from Serum. I'm gonna try a preset for a little bit. And if nothing comes of that, oh, that's pretty good. So here's all the layers we have. Here are all the layers we have so far. So we have this chord synth, and then this one, this one, this one, this one, which I might get rid of, this one, and then this one for just a little bit of extra click. There we go. I started using Ableton because my school requires it. Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah. Glad I could help you out. What school do you go to that requires Ableton? Oh, yeah, I'm curious. Bachelor's in Sound Design. Did you previously not use Ableton? Like, what did you use before they sort of got you on the Ableton wave? Alright, now let's go in here and get Valhalla Room. I'm going to do some reverb sweeps of my own. But I'm not going to do them in the same places. Yeah. There we go. Hey, James Revitt. Good morning from Australia. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm actually going to get rid of this and use Valhalla Vintage Reverb because it's a little bit more controllable tonally. And I want to get rid of some of that low end and the reverb there. So I can shape it with this EQ. And we can get rid of some of that low end like I was saying. Nice. I love reverb automation. Yeah, me too. I think it's like important. And it sounds really good. Alright, last thing I'm going to put on Slow Bus is a little bit of OTT. There we go. Smooth Plate, 1980 sounds nice. I use that a lot. True. Yeah, I don't, whatever it's called, mess with that too much, but I should. Valhalla versus Ableton. Yeah, the Valhalla reverbs are like a million times better. No offense, Ableton people. It's just like not even a comparison. Like the Ableton reverb is just weird. But then the Valhalla reverbs are like exactly what I want. You know, Chandler Rick's car from The Walking Dead makes music. Yeah, I saw his Sidewalk Talk interview. I think I listened to some of his music too, but I can't quite remember it. Alright, this is one of my massive presets that I made from the massive preset pack that I dropped like a few weeks ago. I can't remember exactly how long it was. But it was like a it's like a thing. Oh, for some reason it didn't load though. I thought it did. That's why I just hit play. Alright, I guess it's just disappearing. That's cool. Oh, I know what it is. It's because they're all on this one particular drive. But FL is better, I think. It might be. But for me, Ableton just, it's not even a comparison. Style Deep House. Okay, these are the ones that I mean. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good dock bass. Only the reverb. Oh, yeah. The fruity reverb is a lot better. It's been a while since Young Good dropped music. Yeah, I know. I haven't heard about him in like forever, dude. What happened to him? Is he just like running around Sweden now? Is that where they're from? I want to try something. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's make like a more interesting pattern for the second thing here. Yeah, that's cool. Yo, Nomad Digital, what's up? Don't forget me. Don't worry, Lunas. I'll never forget you, babe. Okay, one thing I am going to add here is the click in this part. Because I still want that to, like, be clicky. Well, actually, nah. Well, maybe I should. Let's just keep it for now and see what happens. I have to bounce. It was good being here. I love these streams. I love you too, Sally. I truly, truly love you. As I love everybody who watches these streams. But, yeah, don't worry, Ludus. I promise you I will actually not forget you. I know it's been a little minute. let's get a kick. Oh, let me actually group these together first. That sounds sick. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, I'm actually quite proud of this as well. Let's get a layer for the bass though, because I think it can use just a little bit more stuff. Banger potential. Thank you. Well, this is somebody. This is, if you just saw Tim, dude, that is a donk. I'm pretty sure that donk, dude, that is a donk. Like, that is just a donk. It's just a hard donk. But anyway. Yeah, I did not write this MIDI, but I did kind of change it up a bit, I guess. G sharp, A sharp, B, C. Alright, so this is kind of a donk in two parts, because this one is more of the click, and this one kind of has the body. Alright, there we go. So I just really want the start of that. You can hear it adds a lot to the sound. But we don't want it to be like in there too much. So let me also, yeah, there we go. Whenever you're doing, okay, this is actually some sauce. So whenever you're doing like deep house type stuff like this that's really plucky, you always want to like reset your phase. Like what I mean by this is like in Massive, for example, there's this oscillator phases, and when you just have it by default, it just randomly plays the phase at random different parts of that sound. But if you restart via gate here, it'll just reset each time, and it gives it more of that like sampled kind of feel. Alright, so let's try some more sounds. That could be cool. I want something just big to sit over this, you know? 1, 2, 3. Tim Hughes. Is this yours or mine? I'm not sure really. I'm just kind of messing around with it, but I mean, I could put these MIDI files into FL Studio and try to play around with it. Maybe I'll make like a new project file with this stuff. But see, like I wouldn't have come up with this if I was using FL Studio, because it just would be a little bit difficult for me. Also, hey, the RS621, what's up? Good to see you again, dude. How are you doing? Started on a song man munching. Yeah, Delirium Boy. Send it to this email. Here you go. If you're still there in the Twitch chat, send it through and I will check it out. I don't think this layer sits really well under this. I'm really just looking for something with that like deep house kind of hard hitting thing. Oops, it's out of tune. That does sound pretty fire though. Alright, so I'm trying to get like one of these type of bass sounds. This was a stem from my one. Yeah. I will, but I'm gonna include all this in the project file for you, of course, Tim. Chrome got an update. That's exciting. All right, I'm gonna get these basses sounding good, and then I'm gonna pull something up. 1, 2, 3. A bunch of snares. Oh, that's cool. What's up with you? Not much. I'm just working on this. I think I'm gonna read the theories part 2 from Nicholas. Okay, from Nick. All right. So Nick Mendez in the chat sent this. UFC 229 press conference has 355K viewers. Well, it's not the viewers. It's the content. That doesn't even make sense. Okay. Follow the previous theory. Elon Musk and Neuralink, basically a large nexus/network to keep the aggregate moving forward. Neuralink is very similar to blockchain technology, example cryptocurrency, where storage capacity and CPU power of all blockchain connected resources are connected to share the responsibility of data. Essentially, a large network/nexus used for decentralization and burden sharing. Neuralink could possibly do the same. Decentralized intelligence/information/burden/responsibility, leveling the playing field for everyone connected to a point where everyone is on the same page, whether it be with the responsibility to move the world forward, access to information, etc. If everyone is smarter exponentially, then we all could have the ability to solve harder problems. Therefore, one person/group isn't trying to solve all the hardest problems. Things can be done faster. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If everybody was like as smart, or if everybody was just like super smart, it would actually be better than having like if we had everybody that was like pretty intelligent. Like I'd rather everybody have a 130 or like 140 IQ than like one person with like a 170 IQ, if that makes any sense. I mean, those are like not much difference. I don't know. Anyway, now if we're able to upload our consciousness, we need to make sure that there is only one version of our consciousness. So we are either existing as we currently are in our human bodies or some type of cyborg adaptation, like a world full of Nikola Teslas. Yeah. Because if they're some type of cyborg adaptation, or we are uploaded to some type of device/cloud service using whatever technology that makes this possible. Because if there are copies of our consciousness, then we are essentially opening the realm of cloning. We don't want clones to be a problem, so to prevent this, we need to make sure you're either existing in the current world or in the place where you have been uploaded. Can't have both. Things turn to some Tron shit now. There is an outside world which we are currently living in, and now a new world/dimension/whatever we call it, which we can be uploaded to and downloaded from. It's like a computer. The new world/dimension, etc. is going to be powered by/kept running by resources in the outside world. Just like how a computer needs to be plugged in and use electricity, we have the ability to reproduce this in the new world. Will there be a new human subrace? If everyone is uploaded to the new world, then there's potential for everything to end due to some outside world malfunction. So we need both people inside and outside to make sure everything is functioning. Even if everything is powered by 100% renewable resources, technology has a lifespan. Maybe the human race is another example of all of this happening before, where our previous ancestors created a self-sustaining entity with the ability to reproduce and adapt better than ever before. They could have made us also have a longer life expectancy and given the ability to adapt in order to keep everything moving forward. Who knows? Damn. So that's kind of like one point of view, actually. Maybe we aren't living in a simulation, but maybe we're like living in something that was sort of like set up for us, if that makes any sense. Like, I mean, I guess that's kind of like God theory, but like, or that's kind of like saying, oh, well, there's a God, but like, that's interesting. I'm also glad I took that moment of not listening to this because this bass isn't really working. It's a cool sound, but I didn't think it was made to be. Oh, whoops. I was trying to turn the sub up. I mean, proper. I don't know, though. I think, whatever it's called. Dude, that you actually raised an interesting point there though, because like when you were saying like, what if because there are copies of our consciousness, then we essentially open the realm of cloning. That is like a good point, dude. Like, what if our consciousness is? But then at the same time, well, yeah, like obviously you couldn't be in the real world and like this weird subconscious world at the same time. Because if you think about it, then you would be like you can't split your consciousness. But then at the same time, could you? Dude, this is bugging me out. Alright, let's put an LFO tool on here. Also, I need to put some effects on the group of basses. But I will do that. I should actually start with the bass. That's a much better way to do this. Alright, this kick sucks. Let's get a better one, because that was like horrible. What key are we in? Let's see. I know it's major. I just don't know which major it is. No, not that. Okay, we're in G sharp major. Alright, I can probably find a kick in that key. Let's try this one. It might be a little bit too like weird, but we'll see. Yeah, that's not good. It's just not really the right kick. But that's okay. Because every no gets you closer to a yes, right? Alright, so let's keep copying this over. There's G sharp. And I will just... Isn't it C minor? I think it actually might be. But the G sharp kick would still work because it's still like rooted in that first thing. Alright, this kick isn't really the best. I need a more synthy one. That one actually could kind of work. Yeah, that sounds good. And again, it goes in our key because we're in C minor. So D sharp is just the minor third of C. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, there we go. Nice. We have the same adaptive. That'll be the infinite. Well then, yeah, but then also, I'm gonna ask you a while ago. Is this your project? Yeah, this is just a project file that I'm working on right now. Do you have Ableton, Tim? Like, could I send this to you? Because, like I said, I can just put these MIDI files into. Okay, let's try some drum loops. I want to get a feel for this. But I can put these MIDI files into FL Studio, of course. You put the stems in? Yeah, of course. Nice, this sounds good. I'm also gonna pull up yours in a second, Lunas. Alright, I'm gonna shape this kick with an LFO tool. So let's just kind of bend this a little bit. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's good. Nice. Well, thing is though that it will sound weird with sidechain. Well, I'll just take whatever it's called. I'll take the sidechain off and then do it again in FL Studio with the LFO tool. That's no problem. Alright, I just want to try some of these hi-hat loops. Sometimes these can be cool because if you like you just never know like what ideas they'll give you. I guess I may have to go back to that massive patch I had, honestly. I thought it would sound cool with like a FM kind of pluck, but I guess not. Alright, well this is a cool idea. I'm gonna hold on to it. Let's pull up the idea that Luna sent in. And we'll be good. Also, yeah, wow, okay, cool. So let me save this. Stream idea send stems. There we go. Everything caps lock. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's speed this up. Oh, whoops, we have to warp them first. Okay, let's do that, because I'm just thinking the 120 is a little slow. We'll be next stream when you're done. This one, of course. No, I wouldn't just like send it to you on Saturday. Awesome. Now let me grab this. Awesome. And then at the end of every like 4 bars there, it might be 2. I think it's 4. Nice. This is kind of cool. Let me try and like add some more instrumentation, perhaps. And maybe we can add like a high string. Like that could be pretty like housey too, like those kind of things. Alright, here we go. Yeah, so check it out. So we can do like a melody kind of like this. And I think this will give it some energy too. Wow. I think these need to be a little bit more rhythmic. Alright. Got some weird vocal snippets to add. Awesome. Alright, cool. Yeah, send them through. That'll be tight. Yeah, I like this little melody. It just gives it like something kind of catchy, you know? Alright, sometimes I like to just take like kind of, you know, prolonged periods, just like listen to the track over and over, because sometimes it just helps, you know? I'm ready to jump to my track. Oh yeah, well, I'll leave stream on. I gotta go get my bag ready for tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. I'll scream your name. Clipping, but I can always just turn it down. Alright, I think this would actually sound quite good if I put Smacka's on the master. Yeah, see, there we go. Now we got some groove. So I'll just sort of like glue it together now. Send the snippets. Alright, cool, thank you. Yeah, I'll pull those up now. Let me just get this ride popping. Hey, Ludus, I didn't get the vocal snippets. Do you mind singing them one more time? I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah, if you can send those songs again, Ludus, I'll pull them up. And they're not in my email. Okay, I'll check in a few seconds. subscribing. Man, sorry I'm so sluggish, guys. I got like no sleep last night. And I am just dying today. I don't want to try here. I want to try the sound twist thing. How did you make this hang drum sound? This is very interesting, and it's like hard for me to imagine how you would do it. How did you do it? Alright, let's get Filter Freak. Might have to be Filter Freak. Oh, okay, no, this is good. Also, this is a very good kick. No, let me just do that. I'm gonna unwarp them though and try pitching those up. Alright, so let's check this out. awesome. Now I'm thinking in this part, the little lead thing will like double up maybe. I've been sitting there while you haven't really got the vibe. Thank you very much, Ludus. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm glad I could hopefully inspire you here. I'll send over this project file, of course, once this is done. That's cool because it's like old school sounding. Alright, let me hold on to that. I'm gonna pull that other thing back up, and we will work with that. Stream idea, send stems. But yeah, that was very cool. Once those vocal snippets come through, I'll pull that back up. Alright, let's start putting some stuff into this group here. Hey, Catnips, what's up? Thank you. Alright, there we go. You hear that? Gives the bass like this sort of resonance. Like it has a bit more space now. Alright, let's get some hi-hats. Yeah, of course, Catnips. Dude, were you the one that asked about it last week? Or last stream? I think it was last stream. Somebody asked about it, and I was like, let me just make that. So I did. These claps like aren't the best, but I feel like they'll kind of work in a weird way, so I want to give them a shot. Their style is so hard; it's hard to copy. Yeah, I know. Like, it is. Well, they don't really just have like one style out of it. They have like a lot of different types of tracks. That was the thing. There we go. I think that is going to be a bit better. It's a little cooler. It's a little bit like groovier now. Alright, let's try to find a better clap. I'm trying to build up the drums because I want to do the drum bus. I think that's gonna help quite a bit. Hey lad. Hey Delirium, what's up? How are you? Let's try this one. Alright, there we go. Now we will. Is that warped? No, it's not. Great. Now we'll just copy that over a bunch of times. Not much for make some bad music and drink Dr. Pepper. Hey, dude, that is, that's the way that it be, you know? We've all been there. think that clap is gonna sound good in the background, but we need some more drums around it. Or we need like another clap. So let's get one. Join your song, the one's pretty dope. Thank you very much. Well, I'm working right now to get another single out soon. I'm trying to do 2 more by the end of this year. That's my goal. And I think I can pull that off. It's just hard, like, I feel like that would probably be easier if I was, like, signed to a label. But I'm not. You need to make more time. Thank you, Kendis. Well, don't worry. More music is coming very soon. But thank you very much. That, like, honestly means a lot. Like, when you guys say stuff like that to me, it really, it's like, I don't know. I'm very lucky. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I promise you I will put out some new music soon. Alright, let's try that with a layer of a clap, maybe something like this. No, that one isn't it. Alright, let's try this one as a good layer. No. Alright. It's okay. Sometimes it takes you a long time to find claps. Okay, one more layer. Is that too much clap? What do you guys think? Anyway, I'm gonna get some hi-hats going. You know what I should also probably do? Is I should also put a swing on all of these. So let me just consolidate these so I can do it easily. But yeah, this is definitely going to need some swing. I probably should have done that sooner. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, see, it's not swung. Yeah, that is actually a good chord progression. Okay, and then we'll just put that same swing on all of these. And I think I just put it on the same one twice, but that's okay. You can never be too careful. Alright, and then let's put it on the bass. And there we go. Alright, now I'm also going to color these differently. Alright, that swing is a little too much, but I can just do this. Cool. Now let's get some hi-hats. Some hi-hats. Nice. Alright, so let's write like a little pattern in here. Can you do a quick check on your emails if it came through? Yeah, let me check real quick. I'll do it on here. I do not seem to have it. I'm sorry. Let me check spam. No, it is not in there. Did you send it to my... I don't think you sent it to my regular email because I would have gotten a notification on my phone for that, and I did not. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. But the stream is, like, getting to the end here. But I will still send that to you, of course, Ludus. Like, email me, and I'll send you the whole project file and everything. And I'll throw those on, even if it's, like, not on the stream. I will still do it.